Hey guys, how's it going? Adrian back with you for another video. Just about to spread this guy, but a few guys commented they'd like me to do a video on this wall lifter I built on Friday. So it's pretty basic really, just two 2x4s sandwiched 2 layers of 7/16 in between, and it gives a good anchor point for these bolts here, these 4 bolts. So these bolts here that you see, they're 3-inch lags. So I've got a bunch of these guys here. It's pretty heavy duty, and once again, just go on with the nut driver or the and basically they just give a good grab. 2,000 pounds. I originally wanted to have a crank, boat crank winch style, but I went to Princess Auto and I bought one. It was like a 1600 capacity, something in that range. But I got it here, and then I opened the box, and the box was nothing like the picture. The box, the winch had no cable, so I went to go look local PV Mart here in Cambridge for some cable to put on the winch, and they didn't have any, but they had this winch here on clearance for 80 bucks. It came with that controller, did everything there. So, and it included the wire, so it's kind of no-brainer. But basically, they're up here. I have just I think it's 3.5-inch pulley, and I just recessed it on this end with an 1.5-inch spade bit, about 1/2 inch, so that sinks in there. And I'll find a more permanent solution for something like this, probably a steel strap to go across here. And this does the trick for now. This is just a standard 1/2-inch bolt that you would attach that you would secure like a 4-ply beam, and then just a standard nut, and I just saws all that straight off once it was good and tight. This doesn't actually have to move, it just has to provide a surface that this wire can ride along. It's just something to keep in mind. Another thing here, I guess I'll find an eyelet to put here to hook on this winch chain, but 1/2-inch spike just works for now. But something to do next time differently would be right here. When I attach this 12-inch plate, I used to use these same 3-inch hex bolts, and if I was to do it differently, I would look for probably 4-inch lags with a smooth face, like a round, like a dome. And the reason being is the wall, actually, the top plate of the wall bumps into this, and it actually lifts up this, and so if it's a smooth surface, it's just gonna glide over. And I don't know if you saw the video, I was pushing on this. It doesn't take much effort, but it's one more thing you'd have to do. You have this rough surface here, just for the wall to get snagged on. But yeah, if I was to do it again, I put different bolts in there, but this actually works great. It's nice and heavy duty. And once again, I find the joists and I secure it with these. Basically just center the wall, and but if you what I do, I center the wall, but obviously if it's close to a joist, I throw it off center and I go with the joist, because that's more important. On a 20-25 foot wall, if you're off a couple inches but you get the joist, that's not going to be the difference maker. But you really want to get a nice sturdy secure anchor point for the base. But yeah, I came with this thing here. I just switched out the terminals. They're kind of flimsy, the ones it came with. So I put these on, a little bit bigger. That side too. But very simple operation. Basically, for the wall to go up, push that one. If for whatever reason you have to put the wall back down, that's the one there. It doesn't actually lift the wall as quickly as I thought it would, but that's not actually a bad thing, because it's not, doesn't jerk the wall, or it's kind of smooth that way. So I don't actually mind that it's slow or slower, as long as it gets the wall up. This helped me out. I lifted this wall here. I lifted this wall here. Don't forget, it's just me. I lifted this wall here. I lifted this long wall here. I think you saw in the video. Went all the way back. And I lifted, I think there was one more wall. Yeah, it was this wall here I lifted. Just because it was just me. And I didn't want to drag these guys off the roof. But yeah, I think I'll make one more. And I'm not actually, I don't have really a preference on whether I use the boat hinge, the boat winch system. That's basically just a hand crank. I know you can actually find ones that work off a drill, which is kind of neat. They're a bit more expensive, but it's kind of a neat feature. Just break up the drill. I've heard guys mention the Qualcraft pump style jacks, and I don't know if you remember, guys, but about 2 years ago I did a video on that, and I don't know, I just wasn't comfortable with the whole idea of being on a ladder, being so exposed underneath the wall as it's going up. There's so much that can go wrong, so many variables like weather and whatnot that come into play. So I just like the idea of being away from the wall if anything should happen, and it's just a case of re-rigging it up or calling some guys over, and you're not actually going to get caught underneath the wall, because if it was to happen, it'd happen fast. So yeah, that's basically it. About to go spread this wall. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock, so I think I'll spread this roof, stand some trusses, and get out of there. I marked most of the roof before I stood the walls, so it's basically just the inside walls I gotta mark. So that's actually, you know what, I'm gonna mark out everything first before I start setting trusses. I just like it better than pulling a tape with inside the roof. And it's a bit more accurate, I find. If you just not switch gears and just start whatever you're doing, do as much as you can of it. And for example, if you're gonna cut, don't cut one piece and then go nail it. Cut all the pieces and then do all the nailing. And it just avoids switching gears, and doesn't matter if you're gonna do it once, but if you're gonna do it throughout the whole day, it's gonna be the difference on it's gonna make quite a difference on what gets done. But hope everybody had a great weekend, and it's kind of a nice day today, nice weather-wise. Hope everyone had a productive day, safe day. Everybody goes home safely to their families. Take care, and bye for now.